In today's video, we're going to explore the lives and legacies of some beloved actors from the iconic House Party film series, particularly House Party 2 and House Party 3, who have sadly left us. These actors not only brought humor and heart to the big screen but also contributed significantly to the cultural tapestry of the 90s. Get ready for a trip down memory lane as we reminisce about the House Party films and remember the talented individuals who graced these classics. It's a bittersweet journey, but one that allows us to pay tribute to their incredible contributions to the world of cinema. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our cinematic explorations. Now, let's get started on this nostalgic and reflective journey into the lives of House Party 2 and House Party 3 actors who have left an indelible mark on our hearts. Number 1. Raldo Ray. Raldo Ray is another cast member from the movie House Party 3 that has passed away. Ray, best known as Veda's dad by fans of the film, moved to Cleveland, Ohio, where he taught for 7 years and became a member of the Karamu House Theater, renowned for its development of top-notch actors, directors, and producers. There he commenced his career in comedy, touring with the OJs. Later, he relocated to New York City, where he received an invitation to join the Harlem Theater Group. As a member of the group, he made his debut in his first movie. Following that, he performed in Europe, Asia, and Africa for 2 years. Ray appeared in 52 movies, including Friday, House Party 3, White Men Can't Jump, A Rage in Harlem, and Harlem Nights, where he shared the screen with Redd Foxx, his mentor, for whom he shows Della Reese, Richard Pryor, Arsenio Hall, and Eddie Murphy. He also boasts 32 television show credits, including Bet's Comic View, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, where he served as a co-host, The Tonight Show, Robert Townsend's Partners in Crime, The Parenthood, and 227. As Ray, the mailman, Ray also made an appearance on a show called Noah's Ark. He recorded 3 comedy albums and 3 videos. Ray independently produced a video featuring a rap he wrote called I'm Scared of You, after receiving an overwhelming audience reaction on Russell Simmons' Def Comedy Jam. Ray also participated twice in 1973 as a contestant on the popular game show Match Game. He was brought back due to a technicality, winning 3 games and a total of $650. Ray passed away on May 28, 2015, due to complications from a stroke he had suffered a year prior. He rests in peace in the Forest Lawn Memorial Park.
Right. You hit the nail on the head. You're sharp.
Right, I know. That's why I do the job I do. I think I do. How are you?
Number 2. Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson, famously known as Butcher in the 1994 comedy film House Party 3, is another member of the cast from the movie who has passed away. Johnson's demise occurred on September 6, 2021, at the age of 55, within a Los Angeles County hospital following the discovery of his unresponsive state in a store. The public announcement of his death was made on September 20th by his spokesperson, Lenny Bell. Johnson's autopsy report revealed that he succumbed to multi-system organ failure resulting from persistent ethanol alcohol use. The report also disclosed that he had unknowingly contracted COVID-19. Often recognized by his professional name, A.J. Johnson, he had several minor TV roles before gaining prominence as the character E.Z. in the 1990 Kid and Play comedy House Party. He was credited as Anthony Johnson in House Party. The film also featured actress A.J. Johnson in his most notable movie role. Johnson portrayed the crack-addicted thief Ezel in the 1995 Chris Tucker Ice Cube comedy Friday. Hailing from Compton, California, Johnson commenced his journey in stand-up comedy in the 1990s, persisting in this craft as his acting portfolio expanded. Among his other film credits are Menace to Society, 1993, Baps, 1997, and I Got the Hookup, 1998. While his TV appearances encompass The Parent, Hood, 1995, Malcolm and Eddie, 1997, and The Jamie Foxx Show, 1997. More recent entries include the film I Got the Hookup 2, 2019, and 2015's Office Staff. Upon his passing, Lenny Bell, his representative, expressed, the world of comedy has truly been shaken again. Our BH talent family is heartbroken about the loss of the iconic legend of stage and screen, Mr. Anthony A.J. Johnson. He has left us with incredible memories of his laughter, dynamic acting skills, but most of all, his enormous personality and heart of gold.
Man, it was, and at the premiere, it was crazy.
Everyone was laughing.
Everybody. And when he came back there...
Number 3. Helen Martin. Helen Martin, a member of the ensemble from the 1991 movie House Party 2, has unfortunately left us. Recognized primarily as Mrs. Devers by enthusiasts of the film, Martin's passing occurred due to a heart attack on March 25, 2000, in Monterey, California, at the age of 90. A distinguished black actress, Helen Martin made appearances as a guest star on numerous beloved TV programs, predominantly during the 1970s. Despite this era being acknowledged as the Martins' career, her contributions extended over 6 decades, commencing in the 1930s. Renowned predominantly as a comedic actress, Martin is most celebrated for her portrayal of Weeping Wanda on the revered and timeless TV series Good Times. Although her fame didn't quite reach the heights of other actresses from her time, she is fondly remembered by many. Helen Dorothy was born on July 23, 1909, in St. Louis, Missouri. Her initiation into acting transpired during her high school years, engaging in local theater groups. Following an unsuccessful college endeavor, she relocated to Chicago before eventually settling in New York City. While residing in the metropolis, she played a foundational role as a founding member of the American Negro Theater in Harlem, collaborating with prospective luminaries such as Ossie Davis and Canada Lee. Martin carved a niche for herself through dance, song, and acting on various Broadway stages, establishing a comfortable livelihood for many years. Her breakthrough materialized when she secured a role alongside Canadian actor Lee in the 1941 Orson Welles and John Houseman production of Native Son.
What kind of bedtime stories do you tell them?
Well, they'd say, Grandma, will you tell us a bedtime story? I said, why?
Number 4. Gilbert Gottfried. Gilbert Gottfried portrayed the luggage clerk in the film. On April 12, 2022, Gottfried passed away in Manhattan, in a hospital at 2:35 p.m., due to recurring ventricular tachycardia complicated by type 2 myotonic dystrophy, a condition he had privately dealt with for many years. He was 67 years old. Gottfried, born Gilbert Jeremy Gottfried in the Coney Island section of the Brooklyn borough of New York City on February 28, 1955, was the son of homemaker Lillian Zimmerman and hardware store owner Max Gottfried. His family lived above the store, which his father and grandfather operated. Although raised in a Jewish family, he later described his unconventional upbringing, saying, "I ate pork. We weren't that aware of the holidays or anything like that, but we were aware of being Jewish." Gottfried's initial stage performance occurred at the Bitter End in Greenwich Village during one of its Hootenanny Night events when he was 15. Encouraged by his 2 sisters who believed the performances he did for the family were stage-worthy, he focused his early routines on impressions of old-time actors and celebrities, including Boris Karloff and Humphrey Bogart. The video game Justice League Cosmic Chaos in 2023 paid tribute to Gottfried, originally intended to feature him reprising his role as Mr. Minx-Eyes Batak before his passing. Dana Snyder took on the role in the final version. Additionally, in 2023, Ron Pardo assumed Gottfried's voice role as Digit in Cyberchase. For Lego Disney Princess: The Castle Quest, Barrett Leedy voiced the character Iago, while Peor Michael took on the role in Once Upon a Studio. Fans have been actively petitioning for Gottfried to be retained in both roles through the use of archive footage. The direct-to-video animated movie Mortal Kombat Legends: Cage Match was dedicated to Gottfried, featuring his final posthumous credit as he voiced David Dowley.
Really cheap pirate outfit that I'd wear as a kid, and I would go out and I'd go trick-or-treating, go home, dump out.
Number 5. William Schallert. William Schallert is an additional member of the cast ensemble in the 1991 movie House Party 2. Former Screen Actors Guild, SAG, leader William Schallert, renowned for his portrayal of TV father Martin Lane on The Patty Duke Show, passed away on Sunday in Palisades, California, at the age of 93. His son Edwin verified his demise. He achieved lasting recognition for his iconic role as the beloved TV dad Martin Lane on The Patty Duke Show, 1963-66, earning a spot at number 39 on TV Guide's compilation of the greatest TV dads of all time in 2004. Shallert's presence on the famed The Trouble with Tribbles episode of the original Star Trek series is also etched in memory. He portrayed Niels Barris, the agriculture undersecretary shocked to find that the furry prolific aliens have consumed all the grain. As SAG president from 1979 to 81, Shallert led during a notable 3-month strike in 1980, focused on rates and residuals for pay TV, videocassettes, and video discs. This included a successful boycott of the year's Primetime Emmy Awards. The strike's perceived shortcomings were attributed, justly or not, to Shallert and fellow guild leaders. In response, Shallert spearheaded efforts to merge the union with AFTRA and played a pivotal role in founding the For Performers with Disabilities in 1981. Shallert made his cinematic debut in an uncredited role in The Foxes of Harrow, 1947, featuring Rex Harrison. He subsequently took on minor roles in films like Mighty Joe Young, 1949, John Huston's The Red Badge of Courage, 1951, and Singin' in the Rain, 1952. His filmography also includes appearances in classic science fiction productions from the 1950s, such as The Man from Planet X, 1951, Them, 1954, and The Incredible Shrinking Man, 1957. His ventures into film led to television roles on episodic anthology series like Lux Video Theater and Playhouse 90, variety shows such as The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, westerns including The Adventures of Jim Bowie and Rawhide, as well as appearances on Perry Mason, 77 Sunset Strip, and The Twilight Zone.
And he was a very funny guy, could be, and a real tough street guy. But they got along well because Patty had...
Number 6. Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac is a key member of the main cast in the 1994 comedy film House Party 3, and he is no longer with us. In the movie, Mac portrayed the character of Uncle Vester, leaving an indelible mark with his exceptional acting skills. On August 9, 2008, the renowned comedian Bernard Jeffrey McCulloch, widely known as Bernie Mac, passed away due to complications from pneumonia at the age of 50. Born Bernard Jeffrey McCulloch in October 1957 in Chicago, Illinois, to Mary McCulloch and Jeffrey Harrison, Bernie Mac grew up in a relatively large family on the south side of Chicago, primarily raised by his single mother. Demonstrating a talent for performance and comedy from a young age, Mac showcased what could be considered his inaugural stand-up routine at just 8 years old, impersonating his grandparents during a church congregation dinner. Unfortunately, Mac faced significant losses with his mother, older brother, estranged father, and grandmother passing away, all occurring shortly after losing his mother to cancer at the age of 16. Bernie Mac transitioned into acting, securing roles in several films, including Money, 1992, and Friday, 1995. His comedic prominence soared when he briefly hosted the HBO variety show Midnight Mac and participated in Spike Lee's The Original Kings of Comedy, 2000, alongside Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and D.L. Hughley.
Too. Right. See, I took my little girl when she was about 3, I took her to the store, and I saw an old classmate. And I got out the car and I said, hey girl, you know, we greeted each other, and I...
Number 7. Tony Burton. Tony Burton is another member of the cast from the 1991 movie House Party 2 who has passed away. Burton, well recognized as Mr. Lee, had been in and out of hospitals during the last year of his life, as per his sister. On February 25, 2016, he passed away at the age of 78, succumbing to complications of pneumonia at a hospital in Menifee, California. Burton hailed from Flint, Michigan. He had a younger sibling named Loretta. A graduate of Flint Northern High School, he was a Michigan Golden Gloves heavyweight boxing champion and a 2-time All-State football player at Northern. He played the position of halfback. In 1954, he scored 13 touchdowns and led his team in scoring. Many of his scoring runs covered distances of 50 yards or more. That year, he racked up 820 yards rushing, with one of his runs reaching 95 yards. In the same year, he earned a spot on the first teams of the All-City and All-Valley teams as a halfback. He was also chosen as an All-State honorable mention. Burton served as the team's co-captain and most valuable player. He led his team in both yards gained and receiving yards. In a game against Grand Rapids Catholic, he accumulated 213 total yards. Additionally, Burton was the leading baseball pitcher at Northern, guiding the team to the city championship title. Burton's boxing journey included winning the Flint Golden Gloves light heavyweight championship in 1955 and 1957. In 1957, he also secured the state Golden Gloves light heavyweight championship but faced defeat in the semifinals of the Chicago Tournament of Champions. Turning professional in 1958 and 1959, Burton experienced a knockout by the formidable Lamar Clark, who holds the record for the most consecutive knockouts at 44. Following his brief stint as a professional boxer, Burton spent over 3 years in a Chino, California prison for robbery. The acting exercises he engaged in as part of a therapy program steered him toward an acting career after his release. Notably, a skill acquired at Chino played a role in Burton meeting his wife Ray during a TV repair house call. Furthermore, a prison workshop using psychodrama as a therapeutic form showcased to Burton the potential power of drama in acting. Sparked by an emotional breakthrough in one of his partners during an acting exercise, he later took the lead in the Rocky series as a mentor to Apollo Creed, Carl Weathers, and Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone. He made a guest appearance in an episode of Gibbsville in 1976. Burton was also part of The Shining, House Party 2, and Hook. His presence extended to Kojak, The Rockford Files, Chips, Twin Peaks, and The A-Team through guest appearances. Burton also played the character Conrad King Baylor on In the Heat of the Night in the episode King's Ransom, which aired in January 1990.
Just can you give to somebody out there that's maybe trying to achieve their dreams or wanting to get into this business? What inspirational messages can you give to somebody?
One thing, don't give up.
Number 8. Yvette Wilson. Yvette Wilson is another cast member from the 1994 film House Party 3 who has passed away. Wilson played a minor role in the film as Esther and succeeded in making the film more captivating and memorable. Prior to embarking on her career in the entertainment industry, Wilson attended San Jose State University, majoring in communications. In 1991, she participated as a contestant on the game show Supermarket Sweep. Wilson ventured into comedy after losing a bet and being compelled to perform as a stand-up comedian at a friend's club, opting to make a living from comedy. She never looked back. Her breakthrough came with Thea, a short-lived sitcom from 1993 to 1994. Although Thea was canceled after 19 episodes, it helped her secure a role in House Party 3. Additionally, Wilson had a minor part in the 1995 comedy movie Friday as Smokey's blind date and appeared in films such as Poetic Justice, starring Janet Jackson, and the film parody Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. In 1995, she landed the most significant role of her career, Andel Wilkerson, a supporting character on the sitcom Moesha, which starred one of her co-stars from Thea, R&B singer Brandy Norwood. Wilson's Andel character owned The Den, a local teen hotspot on the show. In 2000, she left Moesha for its spin-off, The Parkers, where she also portrayed Andel Wilkerson, the best friend of Monique's character Nikki Parker. After The Parkers concluded, she made appearances on shows like HBO's Def Comedy Jam and Fox network shows. Wilson's final acting role was in the 2005 film Ganked. She established her own company named Two Biddies Inc. Wilson was wedded to record producer Jerome Harry from 2001 until her demise in 2012. Wilson struggled with kidney disease, having undergone a kidney transplant and regular dialysis, but eventually succumbed to cervical cancer, which had metastasized throughout her entire body. A friend, Jeffrey Piddle, established a website for people to contribute funds to assist with her medical bills and transportation costs. Wilson passed away on June 14, 2012, at the age of 48. Number 9. Lisa Lopez. Lisa Lopez was one of the guest cast featured in the comedy film House Party 3. She appeared in the film as a member of TLC and managed to make the film enjoyable. On April 25, 2002, Lopez was driving a rented Mitsubishi Montero SUV in La Ceiba, Honduras, when she swerved to avoid a truck, then sharply to the left as she tried to avoid an oncoming car. The vehicle rolled several times after hitting 2 trees, throwing Lopez and 3 others out of the windows, and finally coming to rest in a ditch at the side of the road. Lopez, at the age of 30, died instantly of a fracture of the base of the cranium and open cerebral trauma, and was the only person fatally injured in the crash. Born in 1971 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lisa was the daughter of LaWanda, a seamstress, and Ronald Lopez Sr., a U.S. Army Staff Sergeant. She has a younger brother, Ronald Jr., and a younger sister, Rain. Lopez mentioned that her father was very strict, very domineering, and treated the family like they were in boot camp. He was also a talented musician who played the harmonica, clarinet, piano, and saxophone. In 2003, shortly after Lopez's death, her family started the Lisa Lopez Foundation, a charitable group dedicated to providing neglected and abandoned youth with the resources necessary to increase their quality of life. Her spiritual motto was the one used for her foundation: energy never dies, it just transforms. Her foundation went into various underdeveloped villages and gave new clothes to poor children and their families. Hey there, incredible viewers! I'm so grateful you joined me today for this amazing journey. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit that like button. It truly makes a world of difference. Your support fuels my passion for creating more content for you. While we wrap up, I want to express my deepest gratitude for spending your valuable time with me. It means the world, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, take care, stay curious, and keep being awesome. Bye for now.